Hello, it's Fellonius. I'm going to yap about Neighbours. Now, Ron asked me about noises, and the first thing I ever thought was, that's Neighbours. Neighbours means noises. Now, you guys who lives in a house of your own, you don't know anything about Neighbours. Believe me, you don't know anything about Neighbours. Now, at the moment, I have quite some neighbors that are so quiet that I don't even know that if they're there, and some of them actually aren't. They are away visiting relatives and stuff because they are foreigners. They are immigrants and they are trying to find a better place to live and so on. So they are not here. They are living somewhere else at the moment. They have the address here, yes, but that's all. They have to have an address. But then I have another neighbor who had 2 kids. There's a man and a wife, and then there's 2 kids. And these 2 kids can be, I'm not totally sure, somewhere between 3, 4, 5 years old. I'm not totally sure if it's 2 young girls or if it's 2 boys. It really doesn't matter, because they are not brought up well. They are up all night. They can be up at 1 a.m. in the night. And they are crying and they are yelling and they're doing all kinds of stuff. Throwing balls and all that. Now, it's kids. And there's one thing that I've learned about kids is that kids will be kids. That's how they are. That's what I was when I started out. So they are not to be. I can't yell at them. It's not my duty to do it either. What I have to yell at is their parents. Now sometimes I hear the father yell, trying to stop it and all that. And sometimes I even hear some vague other voice. Might be the mother, not totally sure about that. But why don't they put their kids to bed? I mean, what the heck are they up doing all night? And then suddenly, it's totally quiet here in the morning. So I'm not totally sure. Is they sleeping down there? They are a bit away from me, so I'm not totally sure. Or aren't they? That's one family. Then I have a Vietnamese family right underneath me. They are so quiet. They are so friendly. There's just a man and her wife and his wife. This couple. They are out working. If not he's out working, then she's out working. They have the newest car on the block. That's typical. I think they have a TV, the best TV in the block, and the best balcony on the block, and the best car on the block. And they are so friendly. I totally love these guys. And they are so quiet. Now they are living straight underneath me. And there's only 2 floors. So there's none above me. And that means that I am actually making most noises, because when I walk on the floor, I have to walk pretty silent. Now, you who are living in a house, you know that you don't have to bother with that, but I have to. But suddenly, let's say each other month or so, 2 months apart, there's a party down below. The first time they did this party, they came up with a paper begging of forgiveness, for they are going to have a party. I think I'm not totally sure if it was the wife that was having an even birthday or something like that. I'm not totally sure. And it was in May, so it was sunny outside and warm and stuff. And yeah, well, it's okay. I told them it's okay. You just have your party. That's the first one you've had. You've been here a whole year and you haven't had any party. So just go ahead. I'm totally fine with that. And it was a Saturday, so I was free. I didn't work. And suddenly, they started to play disco music and all that. And I was thinking, this is good music. Yeah, keep on. Yeah, I'm with you. And the clock was 6 in the afternoon. Okay, so the party starts now. Right, it's going to be a long party. Oh dear, oh dear. Nope. 9:15, it ended. Yep. 9:15 p.m. and suddenly it was dead quiet here. And now there is a rule. We have rules in Sweden. Of course we have. We are like the Germans. We have rules for everything. And one rule is that normally in weekdays you're not to be having too much noise going on after 10 p.m. and 10 in the evening. And these guys are having a party on a Saturday. That's not even a weekday. And they end before 10 p.m. even. Now, I was totally baffled because I was still up. And I knew they were still up, but the music stopped. I guess they probably went out and went somewhere else, of course. But still, that's the party. Strange. So noise can be of any type. At the moment I am actually doing my laundry and I have my own washing machine. And that is doing a lot of noise. So I do that between, around noon on Saturdays or Sundays. Around noon because my neighbors are probably up and awake. And it's not going to be that long. It's going to be just a couple of hours. And hopefully I don't disturb many. Because that's something that I really, really need to think about. And I have been thinking about that for most of my life. I've always been living in an apartment. So for me it's even. So noise, Mr. Ron Smellick, that's Neighbours in my ears. Otherwise, perhaps we can get back to the noise later on. I don't know. Thanks for listening for my noise. Goodbye.